Okay, we are doing a Modern Masters draft. Never done this before. It's going to be a little weird. And yes, I'm using a beta client. I actually kind of like it now. They fixed some things in the last release, I think. So, it's not a particularly interesting pack. Arcbound Ravager. I'm not sure if that really works. Just want to see if it's worth anything. It's worth 8 tickets, which I think is enough to take. I think if I were not taking that, it's weird. This set is obviously more powerful than the normal set, but the power lies much more in the synergy than in the individual cards themselves. But for the most part, like I think Eternal Witness is probably the next best card, like period, and then you can get some Thallid stuff going, some artifacts stuff going with the Esperosa. So we'll take that. I've heard it's really good, but it always, I might be one of those things where I just don't know how to use it. So, this pack's got some more power. Emerald Scout, I think that's like the one. There's some more stuff we could do with the affinity type thing with the Ethereum Sculptor, but he's not. I'm really not thrilled about that strategy. So other strategies, fairies. This one's pretty damn good. Or rebels, and also Search for Tomorrow is always nice to have some fixing. Electrolyze is very powerful, commits you to 2 colors. I think I'm going to take the Emerald Scout. I think I like the Rebels strategy. I think I like it. So we'll just take that. Some more help for Rebels. What else? Petals of Insight I think is pretty good. Thallid. I love Thallids. Although I think Thallids are going to be overdrafted just because it's a complicated set, and Thallids are kind of the simplest archetype to do. You just take anything with a Thallid on it. Although it looks like since there's still 2 left, it probably would be open. It is reasonably powerful, but I like the card advantage of Rebels. Also, it's like the most aggressive deck. It's actually really kind of the only aggressive deck, like red-white, which you'd think, especially after playing Boros, would be super aggressive. It's like Giants, which is, I think it's a perfectly good archetype, but it's definitely not a fast one, so I'll take that. Avian Changeling works really well with the rebel theme, because it is actually a rebel. Doesn't look like it, but that's a rebel. Sourceboar Thallid is kind of the nut Thallid though. It's like so good. It's a 4/4 for 4, and it just, he starts throwing out Thallids. So we could take that and start moving into the Thallid strategy, which I kind of like. But Avian Changeling's like good for everything. As long as you're in white, it's like just good. It works good with giants, works good with fairies, works good with rebels. So I'm gonna take it. Blight Speaker is the black side of the rebels thing, which is also, this guy I'm not so sure about. This guy, I don't like discarding cards. He does have haste though, so that's something. But yeah, just go straight for the rebels. I think it looks like it's open. If this guy's 5th pick, rebels should be pretty open. Kithkin Greathearts also would be a fine addition to the deck, because this is a giant. Also doesn't look like it, but it is a giant. So then we have 3/2 for a striker on turn 2. Pretty aggressive, but this is more important for rebels. Thallid. Oh, I just Maybe we just move into it. Maybe Thalad's just that wide open, we should just take it. Otherwise, Goblin, Warren Pilferers, Blinding Beam, or whatever is all perfectly good. This is also a foil, so I'll take that, I think. And maybe we just move into white-green. Hey, this guy actually even turns this guy into a thing. So I want it to be giants. Giants, I think, would be fun to play. So choice between Gleam of Resistance, which is a pretty good combat trick. The land cycling can be quite useful. Also, we could take Goblin Weirding if we're still vacillating on what that would be good for rebels, just as an edict type thing. But I'm gonna take this because this is that's good for whatever. So I think we just have to go back into rebels. It's just like super wide open. It's card advantage, relatively aggressive. Like this guy, even after they stabilize the board, they just keeps pinging them. So, oh, Thalads. So Death Denied is a nice way to recoup your little drops. Get them replayed again. I don't think we're going to be playing any of these. We could play one of the 1-drops. They don't really fit into our thing so much. So I'm going to cut a Grape Shot because Grape Shot. Wow, holy red. Assuming this isn't worth anything. No, that can't be worth anything. So we'll take a Sand Sower. Or we could take that. I don't think we're going to have enough creatures to really get Sand Sower working. So we'll take a Fairy. Evasive 3-power 2-drop. Oh, Thalad. Petals of Insight, Fury Charm. Street Wrath is a sideboard card. If they're playing swamps, you want it, and it does cycle. So 5 mana or 3/3 that recycles creatures is fine. Speller's Capsule to the sideboard. Skyreach Manta to the sideboard. Logic Knot sideboard. And we'll throw the Arcbound Ravager in there too. So this is a reasonable start. We do have 3 of the tutors for rebels, so that's a decent start. Really want to pick up the working with the beta. So this pack's really not great for us. What's the rare? Jahora of the Githtu. Let's see if that's worth anything. I don't think so. No, that's not worth anything. The foil is a common. Festering Goblin is a decent 1-drop. Thieving Sprite is not so great. I think we just want the Kithkin Greatheart. Hopefully we get more changelings. Like this guy is awesome. So that's fine. We'll try and go with the aggro strategy, which doesn't seem like it really works in the other any other decks, so hopefully people won't be prepared for it. So I think Bone Splitter is what we got to take here. There's some other things. Blinding Beam is a pretty nice tempo advantage. Drag Down can remove some stuff. Chalice of the Void is something that's not worth anything. It's worth like 2 tickets. That's not enough. I'll take a Bone Splitter, happily. And then Veteran Armorer is nice. Test of Faith is a fun little combat trick. Harabi's Whisper is probably what we gotta take. It's just removal. Pretty good removal, instant speed. A little tricky on the mana with the double black, but looks like we're just going to have to accept that sort of thing. So I'll take that. One thing, I still haven't gotten the thing to reset its sorting. So whatever the next thing you take, if it's doesn't fit on one of these piles, it just goes right here, which is dumb. Is this still the same pack, or is it bugging out on me? Did I do something wrong? Interesting. So we do have another one of those tutors. I'm starting to worry we don't have enough rebels to tutor for, but I mean, he can tutor for himself. That's fine. There's also Blinding Beam and Test of Faith. I think we'll just get another Blight Speaker. You never have too much Blight. In the worst case scenario, they just ping. Just ping away. So, discard. So this is basically just a 2/2 flyer. Reach of Branches is pretty nice. It's shiny. So we can take another Gleam of Resistance, or some removal, which we haven't really, doesn't really look like we're going to be splashing for anything, so I think just another 2 mana guy, or 3 mana, whatever. You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about. Rune Stalactite, I think we just take a Veteran Armor. Need to load up on the creatures. What did I do wrong there? Wrathy Trapper is excellent. Pretty solid removal. You can attack if you need to, if they're not doing anything. And yeah, you can just get guys out of the way. You can get 2 guys out of the way if you have to end of turn and then your turn it up. So super happy about that one. The choice between Amorous Scout or Test of Faith. I think I'm going to take Test of Faith. It's pretty nice, sort of a combat trick, anti-removal spell that actually pumps them. We've already got 4 of these guys that tutor, so well, there's not really a choice here. I guess we could take the Vivid Marsh. Is a form of fixing, or I could take the Festering Goblin. There is some more with Festering Goblin that we 2-for-1 ourselves, so I'll take a Vivid Marsh, and I'll just drop that over the sideboard. So choice between Drag Down and Feud Killer's Verdict. I don't think Sand Sower's worth it. It's 4 mana and it takes so much else to do stuff. It works well if you got like Thalids going, but Feud Killer's Verdict could just be a little bit of the top end we want, or like it doesn't look like we're going to be more than 2 colors, so Thieving Sprite. We do have a couple fairies, and it kind of forces some discard. I think that's fine. Unless Dragonstorm's worth something. No, Dragonstorm's not worth anything. Alright. Another Test of Faith. Oh, Shrapnel Blast is so powerful. So we get some removal there. Yeah, we're not going to be worried about people grinding us out. So one thing we can look at on the thing is we can look at the people who are passing to our Carless and Pegleg. So I don't even know what they're doing. Okay, so pretty good Rebel. 3-drop evasive, pretty nicely evasive. Bad removal, good removal. I think we just want the good removal here. What's this do? Earwig Squad. Is that worth anything? We can play that, so. No, it's not worth anything, and we don't have that many goblins or rogues. I think we got 1 or 2. Changeling, of course. Yeah, I think people are going to be disappointed if they're just trying to open packs and make lots of money. There's only, you know, Tarmogoyf's a mythic rare and stuff, so that's partly by design. I don't want people to just lose a lot of value when they release these new sets, so. Sure, we'll take that. Avian Changeling, super happy about that, I think. Robbie's Whisper is also fine. I don't think we really have any arcane stuff we can splice and abuse it with. So, take the Avian Changeling. It works well with the Kithkin Greatheart, and you can Rebel it up. Murderous Redcap would also be fine. Actually, we don't have any 4-drops, but that's fine because we've got these guys to do with our when we get up to 4 mana. Okay, that's weird. Sanctum Gargoyle. I think, yeah, because we can recycle Executioner's Capsule or Bone Splitter if they happen to remove it. Recycling the Executioner's Capsule is pretty good. And 4 mana, 2/3 flyer is not a bad thing at all anyway, just by himself. Just making sure. Yeah. Get in there. Here, let me do it this way. And then, yeah, I have to resort. So, we have a Sen's Enlistment, which by itself is not good, but then you can turn any future lands you draw into, just recycle that, which I think is kind of a good thing. Maybe Death Denied. You can just reload everything, all the little guys we have, and just throw them away. It is arcane, so we can splice. The splice thing on this is pretty weird. Stir the Pride is also fine. I think just Death Denied. We'll try and just recycle guys. What is it? Okay, so I'm going to drop that in the 4-drop slot. Ether Spell. What does this do? Other goblins get that. I don't think we have any goblins. Deep Cavern Imp. I don't think I like that card. You can just take another 2-drop. That happens to get guys. I guess that's fine. I don't really want to discard my stuff. Ooh, Flicker Wisp. So good. 3 power, flyer for 3 mana, and then the ability you can knock out a blocker, you can get another comes into play ability going on, you can do all sorts of stuff. All sorts of stuff. Get in there, Flicker Wisp. Get in there. Kithkin Greatheart. Not sure how I feel about Otherworldly Journey, so I'm going to take Kithkin Greatheart and hope to play that and the Changeling and just put tons of pressure on him. Just tons. What is it? I don't understand. Alright, get in there. Another Kithkin Greatheart? Oh wow. Or a Wrathy Trapper? Wow. I guess we gotta take the Trapper because it can just move guys out of the way. Plays offense and defense. It's still gonna be pretty dependent on us drawing Maven Changeling, which we have 2 of. If we had 3 of them, I might go ahead and take the Greatheart, but as is Wrathy Trapper. So it looks like this is what we were thinking about first picking, vaguely. And it wheeled, so yeah. So this is going to be an issue. Trying to figure out, because we're going to have to make some serious cuts here. The number of playables is much higher in this format. So maybe we take a 1-drop just to have a 1-drop potentially. So I don't think we want 2 Warren Pilferers. Thalids. Could have been so thalidy. So thalidy. Pepper Smoke. Maybe if they also have a bunch of people with 1 toughness. I mean, we do have a couple fairies. We got the changelings. So sure. Sin's Enlistment. Stir the Pride is also pretty nice. We already do have 1 kind of team boosting thing. I just want to play around with the Sin's Enlistment. It might be good, it might be horrible. I don't know. I just don't know. No one's playing Thalids, so I'll take a Dampened Thought. Grape Shot. So anything I'm not sure about, I'll just take out and we'll just try and go crazy on this super aggressive rebel deck. Hey. I mean, that might be playable. Oops, not that one. Okay. Oh, it probably went into there. Yeah, the Court Homunculus. Could be playable. Turn 1 Court Homunculus, turn 2 Bone Splitter equip. Hello, 4/2 in your face. But I don't think we have. We've got 3 other things, but we wouldn't really know. We're not gonna make the cut. So what do we feel not great about? The fairies. I don't feel great about the fairies. Let me just take. Did they? Trying to remember. Outgame details. Is that what the thing is? No. What the stats look like. I knew they hit it, and then I found it, and now I lost it again. Sort. Filters. Game details, no. Oh well, I'll just do it manually. So I don't think we want a 6-drop. Don't think we want Warren Pilfers. Sure. think with this curve we'll go down to 16 lands. That seems fine. These fairy macabres, just 2/2 flyers. They do have the ability if we have to get rid of stuff in graveyards, but I think I can just leave those in the sideboard. This is like a 5-drop maybe. So we want to cut one more thing. I'm not sure if maybe Veteran Armor is so good because most of our guys have like 1 toughness, and going from 1 to 2 toughness is not that big a deal. Like if you go from 2 to 3, it's sign up something, and going from 3 to 4 is really kind of a big deal. But as is, I just don't think that, and we're pretty heavy on that 2-drop slot. So this, I really don't know if this is a good deck or not. Like, we've got 5 of the tutors, so that'll just knock stuff all over the place. We've got some stuff here, so suggest 9/7. That's probably fine. We are going to add the Vivid Marsh. Oh, I swear there was a stats page that they just completely. Okay, hey, we could show the preview pane. There it is. They fixed this so that shows up. So I don't know if you can have this up during the draft. I know that would help you guys watching at home. If you're not familiar with these cards, and you're probably not, so I'm not really. I've been prepping this set because they're having a Grand Prix in Vegas, which is where I live, and it's Modern Masters. So I've been greatly interested in it. It'll be my first Grand Prix, and I'm a little bit scared because like there are over 2,000 pre-registrations, which is crazy. 2,000 Magic players in one place. Like, I think there'll be a disturbance in the force or something. I don't know. So yeah, this is perfectly fine. I knew there was a way. Alright, so we had that. Suggest the 8/7. I think we just want. Yeah, maybe that's for the best. So we do have the double black there, double black there. We only have 1 double white. So this is just like super aggressive. Look at this curve. Tops out at 5. And that also can get us land. I'm wondering if we should even cut this and just add the Veteran Armorer back. Maybe a Fairy Macabre. Or a Drag Down. I think we're fine. We'll just run it like this. So, what happens? We group creatures separately. Yeah, just tons of 2-drops, 3-drops, 1 4-drop, and just recycle. Throw down Bone Splitter. Seems solid to me. So that's what we're gonna do. I'll see you in round number 1.